statement that I would like to make before taking any questions. All right. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate the Mercury for advancing to the finals. And I want to be clear, this conversation is not about winning or losing. It's about something much bigger. The real threat to our league isn't money, it isn't ratings, or even missed calls, or even physical play. It's the lack of accountability from the league office. Since I've been in the league, you've heard the constant concerns about officiating, and it has now reached levels of inconsistency that plague our sport and undermine the integrity in which it operates. Whether the league cares about the health of the players is one thing, but to also not care about the product we put on the floor is truly self-sabotage. Year after year, the only thing that remains consistent is the lack of accountability from our leaders. I have prepared a statement. Sorry, I had to walk here in my boot. I'm kind of out of breath. The league has a buzzword that they've rolled out as talking points for the CBA as to why they can't pay the players what we're worth. That word is sustainability. But what's truly unsustainable is keeping a good product on the floor while allowing officials to lose control of games. Fans see it every night. Coaches, both winning and losing, point it out every night in pregame and postgame media. Yet leadership just issues fines and looks the other way. They ignore the issues that everyone inside the game is begging to be fixed. That is negligence. At Unrivaled this past February, I sat across from Kathy and asked how she planned to address the officiating issues in our league. Her response was, well, only the losers complain about the refs. I also asked how she planned to fix the fact that players like Caitlin, Angel, and Paige, who are clearly driving massive revenue for the league, are making so little for their first 4 years. Sorry, I had to walk. Her response was, Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court, because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything. And in that same conversation, she told me, players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the media rights deal that I got them. That's a mentality driving our league from the top. We go to battle every day to protect a shield that doesn't value us. The league believes it succeeds despite its players, not because of them. I have the privilege of watching my husband run a league where he has to balance 100 different things at once. I won't pretend the job is easy, but even with all of that on his plate, he always takes the time to reach out to players when he sees an injury, whether it's Unrivaled or even during the WNBA season. That is what leadership looks like. Those moments remind me that sometimes there are things bigger than the results than this game we play. But do you know who I haven't heard from? Kathy. Not one call, not one text. Instead, the only outreach has come from her number 2 telling my agent that she doesn't believe physical play is contributing to injuries. That is infuriating, and it's the perfect example of the tone-deaf, dismissive approach that our leaders always seem to take. I've finally grown tired. For too long, I have tried to have these conversations in private, but it's clear there is no intention of accepting there's a problem. I'm not concerned about a fine. I'm concerned about the future of our sport. At some point, everyone deserves to hear the truth from someone who I hope has earned the benefit of the doubt to fight for what is right and fair for our athletes and our fans. We have the best players in the world. We have the best fans in the world. But right now, we have the worst leadership in the world. If I didn't know exactly what the job entailed, maybe I wouldn't feel this way. But unfortunately for them, I do. We serve a league that has shown they think championship coaches and Hall of Fame players are dispensable, and that's fine. It's professional sports. But I will not stand quietly by and allow different standards to be applied at the league level.
Go ahead, Jordan. Are you there? Everything's working?
Yeah, everything's working. Maya, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
We can hear you loud and clear. Go right.
Yeah. So basically, for this, you know, it's the WNBA finals is right. You know, it's here. But after the WNBA finals, you know, the bargaining, the CBA is going to end with the WNBA, and now you know, a lot of these WNBA players, especially as Collier, you know, they're really going at how terrible she is as commissioner, how, you know, she thinks that she really don't care about the players, well-being, you know, and not really bringing the league like it should be. You know, the last couple of years we've been talking about the league, but it has been, you know, with the Angel Reese's, the Caitlin Clarks and everything. But when it comes to the commissioner, which we don't even know her name like that, you know, she should have did. If the players feel like they should have been better about branding their players better, and also, you know, when it comes to the bargaining agreement, make sure they get paid a little bit more than they get paid now. So Right now, after the finals is over, it's going to get really, really messy after the off seasons, and with the WNBA players and also with the commissioner. Now that being said, Rodney, what's your take on this?
No, I totally agree with you. What she stands for, and also the WNBA players, because you got to keep in mind a lot of these commissioners, the only thing they care about is green, and only those they star players that's gonna be able to boost up ratings and boost up fans to come into the audience. Now, when it comes to the WNBA, it's not like the NBA that there's so many different superstars. The WNBA doesn't have a lot of superstars, so they're picking and choosing who they like. They don't even care about like certain stars that like average more than Angel Reese or certain stars that average more points than Clayton Clark. They will only focus on them too. I think they need to do a better job in the WNBA to give all fairness all across the board. But they keep it in mind, folks. WNBA is starting to pick up. It hasn't fully picked up yet when it comes to aspect of the ratings. So the commissioners are trying to do the best they can to keep things going the way they wanted to go, like the like the NBA type number. That's what they're working for. So the commissioner at this moment, if you ask me, do they care about all the players? No, they only care about them two stars, Angel Reese and Clayton Clark, because those are the two players that's actually bringing in the numbers. But I'm just curious when it goes to the WNBA final this coming Friday, how the numbers would be. Go right ahead, I can.
Definitely. So one thing I'm going to say is this: I see people complaining, but WNBA is not there yet. And we're talking about accountability and stuff like that. NBA get fined, fouls, the reps. Some people playing out saying that damn they're playing nasty. So here's the thing: you play the game and win some games. But for them to think that you can come in here and sway things the way you want to sway things, then so be it. You're gonna lose what you want to lose. No disrespect to them, but you're gonna have to work harder. He said the league been ratchet the last 2 years. You right, TJ? It ain't nothing. Nobody ain't dealing with that.
Personally, for me, WNBA they need a new commissioner. They definitely a new commissioner. This commissioner, you know, it's not good because you have like I said before, you have actually you have three. You have Angel Reese, you have Cousin Clark, and you have the rookie on Paige Beckner, who played for the Bellas Wings and everything. Those are your three most marketable players. And the thing is, you got Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson was in the finals for like the fourth time, no, the fourth or fifth time, and she won her fourth MVP. Why are we not talking about her? Why are we talking about Angel Reese more, Caitlin Clark more, and Paige Beckler more than Asia Wilson, which is the best player in the game? To me, that's a problem right there. To me, that's more of the commissioner not marketing your best player, and you want to market Clayton Clark and Jerice, which they're good marketers. You're not marketing the best player. And the thing is, I have a real problem with commissioners doing that. And what Collier said about the commissioner, what she just said, I agree with her 1,000%. And I feel like coming into after the season is over, and then coming to get a new agreement and everything, it's gonna get nasty. It might get nasty as we might see next year that it's gonna go to as the WNBA might get locked out next year. Meaning we might not see any games next year. So I feel like it's definitely gonna get ugly. Like I said again, I feel like they need a new commissioner who knows how to market. If they can go get somebody from the NBA office and bring it to WNBA to market the game better, they definitely do that because this is the perfect golden time. We have all these great players as we are talking about because since Kayla Carter Reese has been in the league, we have talked about WNBA more. But if we want to talk about it more, once the game's more, you need a better commissioner. And to me, that commissioner need to resign immediately, get a better commissioner so you can promote this game more better. Because this commissioner right here, if you got all these NBA players talking about that's not backing you, that's a problem. And the commissioner needs to know.
Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad that's in the building. Blessed to be upon you. White House also in the building. The WNBA don't even promote was it Clancy Palms enough. I agree with that too. Shout out to TJ that's also in the building. Shout out to 10 of Crickets also in the building as well. What's up with Jordan Mack? Jordan has a technical difficulty over there, and I say Las
Yeah,
Vegas, in LA. So bear with us.
my service is waggy. Give me like take like a half hour and it should get better. But my service has been waggy.